Hello guys, Abyssal Rocket here, and I am bringing a tutorial for matchmoving. This programs that are going to be involved are Cinema 4D, Boujou, and After Effects. Okay, let's dive into this. Go into After Effects, any CS6, CX5.5, anything. Once you do that, just get your video you want to match move, and this is the video I wanted to. Yeah, basically, sorry if it's so laggy. My screen recorder. Yeah, I did it before, and this is what I came up with. As you see, the United States Army about to take off on right next to my house. Okay. But I'm not going to show you how to animate the helicopter because it took some time rendering it and all that. So I'm just going to put in the the original footage and just drag it into a new comp. Make sure you see the frame rate that's here. It is 30 frames per second, so it's vital later on. And if it's like a 23.9 something like that, just like go here and interpret footage, main, and just change this from 23.927 or something like that to 24. Okay. Because it has to be like a solid number, so it'll be the best. After this, you gotta go to composition. And pre-render this. Okay, took some time, but okay. And after that, go to your custom button and press the JPEG sequence. Sorry, I can't talk today. Okay. Yes, this is the only image sequence can Boujou actually handle. And just pick a place where you wanna put this in. I'll just put it anywhere. But I've already done this, and so I'm just gonna go to Boujou. So after you track it, there should be these frames, your frames. So you have 350 frames, and so you just go to Boujou. Ooh, I forgot Boujou was in my dock. And what you do now is import your sequence. You just had to press the first one where it says all zeros and press open. Okay. Now change your frame rate. Looks like they do have 23.976. Didn't know that. Okay, so after that, press apply and make sure that your frame rate doesn't go back down to 25, and then after that, just press your frame rate once again. Apply and close. What you have to do now is track your features. And I don't want to, when I track, before I track, actually I want to create a mask on the moving objects. So add poly masks and just and then just adjust it as you go. Okay, once you done that, as if you want to set a polymath so you don't want to track a certain place in your video. See, I got mine all situated and stayed in one place. Just, you don't need a keyframe or anything. It just changes it by frame. Okay, then you should track features. What I do is you see here the preview. There's no trackers up there. Now just turn up the sensitivity to the highest sensitive so you can get a good track. And after that, press start. So after you started, I'll come back once it's finished. Okay, so after you've tracked all your video, after you tracked your video, solve the camera right here. Make sure you press optimize camera, path smoothness, and start it. So this might take a while, so I will come back. Okay. I have solved the camera, and to make sure that he got a good track, make sure this has like one camera solve and it would be a good track. See? Okay, now we had to do the scene geometry. Go to the middle of your scene and just turn off the mask so it doesn't get off in your way. And in the middle of your scene, you have to go and add coordinate from hint, and it's the origin. I will pick the origin should be in the middle of the scene. That's like math, so like in graphing. So my origin should be around here. Okay. After that, you had to have the x-axis, side to side. So, well, you had to do add coordinate from hint and press x-axis, and then x-axis should be the origin and this point, or some point that's on the same plane. So that is going to be my x-axis, not z-axis, x-axis. Make sure it says x-axis here. And the last one is going to be the z-axis. Crap, I hate when I do that. Okay, z-axis goes top to bottom. It's kind of like the y-axis. I just unselect your x-axis and find your z-axis. I'm gonna try this point and just press connect to select it and press update coordinate frame like 2 or 3 times. And now I add a test object. Make sure it is sticking to the ground. Okay, that is good. And now I am going to export the camera solve to Cinema 4D. Make sure you uncheck this and press 0 and scale the scene by 100. I'm gonna save it to my desktop. File name, just do tutorial. Press save and press save here. Okay, it will finish and it already finished. But you just X out of Boujou. Okay, what you have to do before you open it with Cinema 4D, open this with TextEdit or Notepad. If you're on Windows, it's Notepad, and Mac is TextEdit. So just okay. You're probably wondering why I'm doing this. It is something to help. Now just press Command F on Mac, Control F in Windows, and find -3.14. After when you find that, the -0.0060 zeros, take away the negative sign and copy this and paste it over to here. And then the next thing is you gotta search parent item space 100000001, and then replace it with the same thing, except it's to 2. And now replace all. And now after you finish that, just press done. And now what you had to do is open Cinema 4D. Okay, once you open up Cinema 4D, you create a floor and you create a background. After you create those, you see the tracking point is all good. Create a new texture. Make when you search for the texture is going to be your image sequence. Other people make it their video, but it might not match up with the original video. It might like make the object slide. If anyone has that problem, this would fix it. So press the beginning and press open. No, and close. Now click this and go to animation and press calculate. Make sure the frame rate is good, is your frame rate. And now exit out of this. Well, before you exit out, just unclick specular. Now just drag this to your background and drag it to your floor. And on your floor, go to your floor, floor texture, and change the projection to frontal. Okay, after you've done that, just change the tag of the floor and go to compositing and composite background, and it's called self shadowing. Is uncheck that. Now after that, it won't shadow the whole thing. Okay, right now you could put an object in. Right now I'm just gonna put like a cube or something like, yes, I'm gonna put this. Just put different. Once I got all these, well, let me just move this to the side. Make some more. I put how much of the platonic I wanted to put, and one thing to remind you, just push this floor back, so if you want, just put everything on the floor. Okay, after you do that, what you have to do right now is you create a sky, and then make another, go to the luminance channel and put the video here. Take off specular and drag it to here, and one tag you had to put on here is compositing, and just take off seen by camera. Okay, now make one texture just for, I just want to texture all these platonics. Okay, so I have textured all the platonics, and yes. So right now you had to create a plane. So plane, and make it big, like at least like 2000 by 2000. And just slide it back. Probably you can make it a little bit bigger, like 2500. Okay, so once you have done that, go to your render settings and go to effect, ambient occlusion, and global illumination. And if you want depth of field. Okay, after you've done that, just render it out, see how it looks. See, it'll be rendering it out, see how good. Oh, this one is floating a little bit off the ground. Just fix that. Oh, look at how beautiful it is. And I forgot to put the texture on the plane. And on the plane, put the projection to frontal. And let's see. First, let me fix this. Okay, it's rendering out. self-shadowing again. Yeah, this is self-shadowing, so we'll just fix that by going to plane, tags, compositing background, and uncast self-shadowing. And now just render it out. See how the render settings look? This looks really good. See how the thing looks like? So let me just see if this one, let me just bring it down a little, like here, and it is good. So let's just create a light, so it could be good light. A light. Scale it however you want, where it wants to be. Now let's render it out. Render settings. Let's see how it looks this frame. And if it looks good this frame, I'll render this out and I'll show you how it is. It looks pretty good, I just change where the light is a little. Like, and let's see how it is, and after that I'll just render it out and show you guys how it is. Looks like that is good, and I'll just go to the settings, render settings, and the blur strength that big, and then on save, I'll save it to the desktop called tutorial, and the format is going to be a QuickTime. Well, I'll put it as, yeah, a QuickTime movie, and output, make sure it is all frames and the pixel you want, and then just exit and just see how the depth of field is doing right now. And just get a good shot of the back. I'm just gonna move this so I can get a good view of the one in the back. And move this a little bit aside. Okay. And let's see how it is. Okay, it looks good. I'm gonna render it out, and thank you for watching, and I will put the output of this video in after this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.